Just the one game today, the Community Shield final, featuring someone who obviously wasn't in league action yesterday, who qualified by winning the FA Cup last season. He actually in the Community Shield final this time last season as well, and won it, as well as I believe the Club World Cup and then the FA Cup. But only finished bottom third of the of League Two. That's Dan Wyman's Dan City Y, and facing off against Sunderland A, who because of the league's or the pyramid's composition, won the Premier League last year. So a bit of a similar way to Wyman winning the FA Cup against Norwich B at the end of last season. You'd expect this to be relatively comfortable. I mean, as a Newcastle fan, you'd hope it'd be comfortable as well. But they do have an arc win, so you never know. As I sort of alluded to yesterday, a lot of the other teams around the pyramid will have been making signings from abroad, from other teams in the pyramid, so I was kind of expecting them to look a bit more unfamiliar than they perhaps are. There still seems to be quite a lot of the original database getting game time. Because of the FA Cup win, a bit similar to last year, he'll have to navigate European football along with myself, Warringham, who won the Europa League, and the Sky Blues, who won the Carabao Cup. So there's four of us across the European competitions this year. Didn't do us many favours last year, to be honest. In terms of the changes that Wyman made in the summer, he was quite heavily involved in the summer draft, but it doesn't look like any of them are involved today. One change he did make over the summer, though, was a new manager. He sacked Unai Emery at the end of last season, and he's ended up with Louis van Gaal in charge for season 2. It looks like his debut's going to return a trophy. On paper, it should be a pretty dangerous team, but for some reason last year, never seemed to have Yaya Toure and Drogba in the team at the same time. There was a lot of Nico Cranchar and Dusan Tadic involved, both of whom Wyman got rid of at the first opportunity in this summer. Good early signs. One thing I did notice yesterday is very few substitutions made. Very few again today. I don't know, it's just at the start of the season everyone's expected to be fully fit and the game only kicks in when people are dying. But the rotation at the end of last year was mental. And we've gone from that to the first 11 playing a full 90. Poor Ruud Gullit doesn't need that at the age of 64. Another trophy added to, I guess, the most decorated team of the 28 of us. Hopefully, unlike last season, that will be a sign of positive things to come in the league for Wyman. But his next action will presumably be later in the week when... Actually, no, it might be midweek. So there's Carabao Cup action, so I know presumably he won't be in that because of his European involvement, but that is the next highlights reel, which will be tomorrow. Carabao Cup first round and also a few National League Prem games as well.